Today, we're going to look at Bitcoin transaction. I'm going to go in great detail and explain to you what sending and receiving it. I've already gone in great detail and explained to you what Bitcoin mining is. If you've not watched that video, click on the link above over here or in the description below to give it a watch. In today's video, I'm going to go in great detail and actually explain to you what happens between the sending and the receiving, and what is sending and what is receiving. There's a lot of questions that people tend to have who are dealing in cryptocurrency, who are working on different apps like Binance, who are sending their Bitcoins or different currency across to friends and family, or buying and selling different things. So what actually happens in between the sending and the receiving, and how does that work? We're going to look at that in great detail. The beauty of cryptocurrency is the fact that every single transaction is noted, is confirmed again and again and again until there are multiple confirmations across different nodes in the crypto world. And this is where the mining concept comes. So that is the main reason why I want you guys to understand what mining is and how mining works, to ensure that this is the basis, the foundation that makes this whole cryptocurrency so amazing and so strong and so much better than what we use right now with a normal financial system. So without further ado, let's get going, and I'll explain to you in this video exactly what sending and receiving is. Now, the first thing that you need to know over here is that what is the process of transaction? Now, the process of transaction is based on three parts. The first one is signing, the second one is broadcasting, and the third one is confirming. Now, obviously, it is the same element that we have, for example, when we are sending money or any amounts when you're using our ATM or when we're using our online system. For example, when you're sending money by using an app from one bank to another bank, you sign into the bank, you always then you go into your account, then you select the amount you want to send, and then you send it. And in between this whole system, you have the bank. The bank removes that amount from your account and adds that amount onto your friend's account. And obviously, there is a ledger that keeps all this information on it. So basically, firstly, you sign, you confirm that I want to send this amount, and then that person receives that amount and confirms that I've received that amount. And then the bank sends you a message saying that this amount has been deducted from your account and has been added to the other person's account, and there's a receipt for it. So basically, they're signing, they're broadcasting, and then they're confirming. Then what happens? This is the most important thing in signing. In signing in Bitcoin, the first part of the transaction is signing, like I've mentioned. And when you hit the send button from your wallet, from your digital wallet, from your crypto wallet, your wallet will ask you for the address of the recipient and the amount of Bitcoin you want to send. The wallet, in response, is creating a transaction message containing the information about you, the sender, the receipt, and the amount being sent. The most important element in this whole system is the address. The address is, you could say, the location, is the place where this amount that you're sending is actually being received on the other end. I have already mentioned, when we say one Bitcoin, one Ethereum, one Solana, one Mana, one Dogecoin, all of these are unique coins, unique addresses, unique in every single element that there is. And this algorithm that the way they're created, this is only for one. So there is no other one which is similar. And this is the reason why cryptocurrency is so strong. Every single transaction is unique, and the address where this will be received is unique. And this is the most important element you want to keep in mind. And that's why it makes this completely hack proof. Now, there's a unique digital signature that is needed, that after the wallet produces this unique digital signature for this message by mathematically mixing it with your private key. I've already gone in great detail and explained to you what the private key is. The private key is literally, you could say, the PIN code for your ATM. It is something that is very unique to you and only to you, and no other person has that private key similar to you. And a digital signature is a way to prove that you own that private key to your Bitcoins. And also, the digital signatures are different each time you sign a transaction. That's why you are even more secure than a real signature. So every time you actually buy, send, receive a digital coin through any wallet, every time you sign it, every time that transaction comes to place, it is unique, meaning your signature can never be forged, the coin can never be lost, no one can hack your system. So what you own in Bitcoins is actually yours, and the ledger, which is only with the bank in the real time that we live in, but in the cryptocurrency, millions and trillions of different ledgers with copies of confirming that you are the owner of that particular cryptocurrency exists. Now, in this diagram, like you can see that the sender generates a key, that is the algorithm, and then the message that gets done and the signature comes in place, and then the receiver receives it. And obviously all of this is combined, and once this transaction is completed, you then tend to have a confirmed transaction. Now, the most important thing in signing the transaction is the broadcasting. In the broadcasting step, the wallet starts sending out the file to other computers that hold a copy of the blockchain. These computers are known as nodes. Each node that receives the file verifies that it's legit. It's basically looking to see what you actually have the funds you want to spend, that your signature checks out. Now, when you are looking in the normal banking terminology, your bank confirms that you have this amount of money, and then if you have this amount of money, you can send this amount of money and the other person receives that amount of money. In crypto, when you send there are multiple small banks that you could say, and these are the miners that I was talking about. Now, once you send that money out, once you send that amount out, when you spend that cryptocurrency out, when you send up that amount to a person that needs to receive it, it gets confirmed and reconfirmed and reconfirmed and reconfirmed. Once it's confirmed, it becomes part of the blockchain, which I'll explain to you in a second. But before it becomes part of the blockchain, it is reconfirmed by multiple different miners who are in part of that blockchain. So let's say there are 1,000 people, and every time that information is sent out, it will be sent to 1,000 people that will confirm that yes, this person has this amount of cryptocurrency in their account, and they can send it to the person B. So, and all 100 will say yes, 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 yes. And when they all have confirmed, then it will go to the next step. So there are multiple verifications, authorizations that are in part. But in a normal circumstance, you would have only the bank. So basically, there's one person checking it, but there are thousands of people checking it when it comes to cryptocurrency. Once that information is sent out, what happens? That is where the blockchain whole concept comes into play. It goes into the meme pool. So basically, once your file is verified, it is then passed on to other nodes in the network. The nodes, you could say, for example, are the miners, like I spoke about in my previous videos, that repeat this process. And when a node receives a file, it keeps it in holding area called a meme pool. Now, obviously, these are the transactions that are taking place over here. And this is the mining nodes that we spoke about. And this is where they're getting mined. And the meme pool, short for memory pool, is a space dedicated for valid but still unconfirmed transaction. And once the transaction message finds its way to the meme pool of different online nodes on the network, we can say the second step of broadcasting, it's officially finished and the blockchain is formed. So you have your transaction and they confirm the transaction is taking place. Now it will become part of the blockchain. And this is, I'm going to show you in a second right now how that works. So every single transaction is unique. And once that is confirmed, you would have like 20, 30, 50, 100, 200, a million confirmation on it. Then it will become part of blockchain. And more people confirm it, the stronger it becomes and the more verification that this is an acknowledgement that you have sent this, and it's an acknowledgement that this person has received it and it owns that particular Bitcoin. Now, what is confirming? In this particular step, miners group the transactions together, meaning they take those files sitting around in the meme pool, group them together and create a block of transaction. There's a limit to how many transactions can be inserted into each block. Therefore, a miner will usually pick the transactions that have the highest mining fee attached to them first. This is obviously something which is related to mining, which I've covered in my previous video that you can go and check out. Miners will then compete with each other in order to get their block into the blockchain. The mining competition is based on the mathematical calculation. The miner with the most computation power will have the best chance of winning. Once a miner wins the competition, gets his block into blockchain, all the transactions that were in the blockchain will be considered as confirmed. Now, the computation power is obviously, I've spoken about the CPU, the graphic cards, the dedicated Bitcoin ASIC system. Now, I've covered that, and you can click on the link above over here or watch it in the description below and go check that video out and how that takes place. Now, the whole idea between this for a cryptocurrency is the fact that there needs to be a decentralized system in which every transaction is confirmed, every transaction can be checked, every transaction can be followed, and the ledger for that can be made available. So basically, as pseudo-anonymous it is, it gives a very open-ended feeling of transactions. So basically, no amount is lost and every amount is unique, and every Bitcoin, every cryptocurrency is unique. Right now, we're in the presence, in the system right now, where the world is moving from a financial banking system to a decentralized system. Obviously, previously, back in the day, you had the bartering system where you used to barter different things for like goats and camels and cheese and wheat and different elements that you had. Then you moved on to gold and silver and coin. Then you moved on to physical notes of money that we have that represent obviously the gold and the silver and the oil and resources. And now we're coming into the cryptocurrency, the virtual currency, the currency that is based on an information. And this obviously is the new era. So everyone that wants to understand how you send, how you receive, what Bitcoin is, and all of this, you can watch my videos. The purpose of my videos is to actually create awareness and to help people understand what cryptocurrency is and how this actual financial system that is coming to existence for the future is going to work, especially in the metaverse. So if you're not subscribed to my channel, please do subscribe to my channel, and do not forget to press the bell icon, and please share this video with your friends and your family so more people can actually benefit from it. Until my next video, take care. Allah Hafiz.